All right, guys, today I want to talk about sweeps. No sweep in particular. I want to talk about the concept of sweeps and what allows sweeps to happen. All right. There's a million sweeps in Jiu Jitsu from many different guard systems, but the one thing that all sweeps need to be successful is you need to have your opponent's weight over you, and you need to understand the concept of the table. Now, the concept of the table is very simple. Most tables have 4 legs. The more legs you take off, the easier it is for the table to flip over. If you take 1 leg off of a 4-legged table, it's off balance, but it's still upright. Okay, you take 2, then it falls, you take 3, so on and so forth. So no matter what you guys are doing when you're rolling, look for that. Look to take limbs off the table. For example, if I want to do a butterfly guard sweep, which is one of my preferred ways to sweep, okay, here's 1, right? Here's 2, and this might be enough, right? So if I sweep my ankle, excellent, right? Now, if I go for that sweep again and he posts on that leg, I'm going to have to go to take that 3rd leg out. Taking 2 legs off the table worked, but the better someone is, it might not work. So now I come here, okay, now I have 3 legs. I don't know anyone who can stop at that point, right? If I'm playing half guard, this is a great example. If I'm playing half guard, especially if I do like a lockdown sweep, I'll lock it down, that's 1, I'll let him underhook me, that's 2, and I'll come here. Okay, that's 3. So if I go for the lockdown sweep, I just bring him up, I own his weight, like I talked about, his weight's over me, I turn, and there's the sweep, all right? The more limbs you control, the more effective it is. Same thing in closed guard. It doesn't matter what guard you do, guys. In closed guard, you know, I play certain games. I overhook or I get out to the side. If I get out to the side and I come here, I kind of have this trapped. And obviously, if I'm gonna work for a sweep, I need to figure out a way to trap another limb, depending on what sweep I do, right? Whether it's from this position or here, here's 1. Now I gotta work on maybe, going for a pendulum sweep, trapping a 2nd limb, or trapping a 2nd limb, right? Because the more points of contact he has at the ground, if I just try to like sweep him here, it's not really gonna do much. I'm getting good angles. No, but if I come here, bring him in, it worked. I'm taking more legs off the table. All right? It doesn't matter what you do. You want to play open guard. Okay, I got 2 limbs controlled, right? But I might need to come down here and get a 3rd limb, right? I got this arm, and here. Obviously, this works better in a gi, but just for demonstration purposes. You need to, the more limbs you take away from your opponent, the easier it is to sweep them. So when you guys are rolling around and you're looking to sweep someone, look to trap as many limbs as possible. Okay, regardless of the guard you play, whether it's half guard, closed guard, butterfly guard, spider guard, X guard. X guard, you're under both legs and you grab an arm, that's 3. That's why that guard is so powerful, right? The more limbs you trap, the easier it is for them to go over. I always talk about the concept of the table. I've talked about it for years, and understanding that concept is why I'm known for sweeping people. When I'm on my back, people aren't necessarily worried about me throwing up a submission, though I'll absolutely do that. People are more worried about getting swept. So a lot of times guys keep their weight away from me. Because the more limbs I have, the more I can control that weight. And if I have your weight and your limbs, you're gonna go every time, all right? So the next time you guys are rolling, keep the concept of the table in mind and it'll elevate your sweep game.